What's up, everyone? My name is Michael. This is Rain or Shine Barbecue, and today we are cooking a tomahawk. So, we have ourselves a tomahawk. This is a big old boy, about 3.5 pounds. However, it's basically a ribeye with a handle. So, what we need to do is the following. We have ourselves a steak here, and we're going to get it seasoned. Now, a couple hours ago, the only thing I did, in fact, you could kind of still see some of the remnants of it, I put some salt on it. Some kosher salt, let it soak in there. It's going to be it's a big piece of steak. It's going to need a little bit of additional seasoning. Ideally, if I had a little bit more presence in mind, I would have done this last night, but you know, things happen. Because we have this straight up Traeger seasoning. I prefer my own. So we're gonna put a nice healthy coating on there. This is a big piece of meat, so you can put
that's what she said.
Much as you want. Some on the side. The handle definitely makes this a lot easier. See what I mean? It's already kind of separating. Now, one might think, oh my God, you put salt and you're putting this on there? Don't worry about it, trust me. You will not have a problem with that. And if you do, well, I mean, at the end of the day, your cardiologist is already kind of angry at you, right? At least mine is. Sorry, Dr. Windsor. Anyway, so what we need to do is this. We have it seasoned. We already let it sit. If you did not do the salting process, let it sit for an hour or two in the fridge, and then we're going to get it smoking. That brings up the question, how are we going to smoke it and cook it? Well, for something like this, undoubtedly, we want to do something called the reverse sear. Basically what that is, it's us putting it into a smoker till it gets to about 125, 130 degrees, and then we take it off and we sear it. We're getting ahead of ourselves though, how we're going to cook it. The Masterbuilt is how we're going to be cooking it. So I'm not sure if this has been on here yet, but it's a gravity fed smoker. Right now there's some charcoal in there, lump. It's oak mixed with a handful of Fogo because that's what's left. I just had this remaining. This bag actually lasts a long time from this video. It's the same one, by the way. Probably should do an addendum to that, who knows. Now, so what we're doing is we're getting this up to temp. I'm not gonna go how to start it, watch the other video, but I'm going to raise it to 250 degrees. Let's say 225, because we're gonna wanna do a little bit of a lower and slower, and it is about 12 o'clock right now. Dinner is about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I want to have plenty of time to do all that. I think we're gonna be fine. So I'm gonna let this go up to temp and we'll continue. That is getting up to temp. It's taking a little bit of extra time, but that's okay. I'm going to put the food on there now. So I'm gonna go grab the piece of meat because it's basically the same price as a 1992 brand new sedan, and I don't want bugs to get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that chill. Actually, no. I need to take a probe and I need to insert it. And the B would leave me alone. Let's just put it in like so. I'm gonna set that probe to let me know when it gets to 125 degrees internal. I'm gonna monitor that. It's already gone up a few degrees, so I think we should be good to go. Now, according to the probe, it's done. It's like 125-ish, 26, at least it was. We're gonna take this off. Now, we need to turn this thing to sear. So sear is just gonna be turning it all the way up to 11, which for this is 700 degrees. I turned it up. I just want to kind of show like how fast this actually gets up to temperature. It was at 225 I mean, right now it's already at almost 300 degrees. I mean, that's kind of nice. Every time I use this, I become a little bit more impressed. Not necessarily for the result, but the journey to get that result. And everyone knows the journey really is the key part, right? As you can see, the smoke is really starting to billow out there. I'm hoping so, because, well, it's getting hot. But I want to take this opportunity here to talk a little bit about safety. One of the problems of being 6'3" and standing next to something like this, while this is very tall, it's not as tall as me, but see this glove? This is actually meant for hot surfaces. If you were to take like one of those black gloves, my mind's going blank, this glove, and if you were gonna do this, you very well might think you could just go ahead and put like a little bit of like a heat insulator on there. I'm telling you, that's a bad idea. This has fire, real fire, not like that fake fire that we usually do when we're holding something hot. No, real fire. If you want to know how much you shouldn't do that, take one of those gloves and just take like a lighter and light like a finger on it. That glove will instantly go up into flames. Fire rated gloves. I'm questioning if this is technically all the way fire rated, but it was purchased on Amazon, so it really makes me wonder, but it is at least better than that glove. So unless you want to have a real bad burn, go right ahead and just do this. But we are sitting at 525 degrees, so I'm going to let it chill here for, I don't know, probably another minute or two, and then check in on it. We have finally gotten to the point where we can sear, so I'm going to put it on. So the real tricky part about sear is kind of asking yourself the question, do you want to do like the one and done or the multiple flips? I am in the multiple flip category, and let me explain why. You can kind of correct a bad idea, kind of like the reason why there's erasers on pencils. Not everyone's perfect the first time, and every cut of meat is a little bit different. So if you want to throw away something or have a less than ideal result, then go right ahead and just do the one and done. But I'm going to spend a couple minutes, and basically I'm going to spend a minute, then I'm going to flip it, spend a minute, flip it, until I get the internal temperature of about 135 that I want, 130, 135. Right before I push play, I probed it. It went down from 125 down to about 122, 121. So it went down in temperature a little bit, so it gives us a little more leeway. Then, once we have it to our right temperature, we're going to let it rest. But until then, we're just going to let it sit. We have our drink. This is a bubble water with tequila. My father-in-law is actually from where this is made. Not the cup, but the tequila. I don't know, maybe the cup. I don't know where Stanley's made, but so it's kind of something that we're going to be doing. In fact, he's probably the reason why we're also going to be doing carne asada. So if you like that, stick tuned. So this bone is very hot. So I'm just going to put my glove back on. But look at this. Now, most people, in fact I will too, just take it and go like this. Cuts it off the bone. Our handle is no more. Sad day. But shouldn't throw it away. You should definitely keep it for like soups or, you know, whatever. That's the obligatory thing to say, right? Okay. It's looking pretty decent. Now, I don't have a fork, of course, but whatever. Let's just... So this has been sitting for about 5 to 10 minutes. And what do you think? I don't know about you, but that's looking pretty good. I didn't mention what this was. This is a prime tomahawk, so we're already starting off at a pretty good point. We're just going to take a piece from the center. The crust from that sear is working pretty good. So let's go ahead and just cut this into a little bit more of a manageable bite for TV. Okay. I should just go get a fork. Wow. That's pretty good. Yeah, damn. The salt penetrated very well. That's a definite key part. Yeah, that is crazy. Apparently, I didn't take off all the string. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Now, some people like to put a little cowboy butter or other types of butters on it, and you can. But here's my problem with that. It's delicious, but if you're looking for a little bit more of a rustic steak, understandably we cooked it on a, you know, something that requires an internet connection, but I kind of like that without the butter on it. Not that butter's bad, but I want a little bit more of a rustic appeal or rustic flavor. We're talking straight beef, a little bit of seasoning, very simple seasoning, except for the Traeger, I guess, has a little bit of complexity in there, but not that bad. But most definitely, it is good. So this was, I think, like $50. So it's not something you want to do all the time. But if you don't want to mess yours up, follow this simple reverse sear. This can be done on an offset, how you could do it on a Weber kettle, a Weber Smoky Mountain. You could do it on a ceramic grill. You could do it on pretty much anything. The offset might be a little bit hard, and the pellet grill might be hard unless you have a sear function, or you might have to get a pan out and put some oil, get it hot, and sear it there. You know, whatever your situation may be. But in the gravity smoker, excellent. If your offset smoker has a little place that you can heat something up, excellent. Or whatever you want to do. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you at that. If you like PC, keep watching, subscribe. Definitely leave a comment below. This is something that you want to do or you tried it. Leave me a thumbs up. It definitely helps me out. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna eat my steak. Dinner time is about 15 minutes from now, so I'm gonna enjoy myself. Hopefully you do too. Good night.